good morning, good afternoon. I'm not sure what time you're watching. Thank you for coming. Those for of you that don't know who I am, I'm Maggie, and welcome to my channel. Like and subscribe. Today I am going to be repotting a Phalaenopsis orchid that I bought from Lowe's, and I wanted to record it to show you what I do. I'm not an expert orchid grower. I am a beginner, and I've been learning a lot off of YouTube and the internet about repotting, Phalaenopsis, and other types of orchids. So this is the orchid that I'm doing. I don't know if you could see it. Sorry, it's kind of bright out here. This is what I have. I thought it was beautiful. I loved the color. And the tag says clone, I think it's Unimax blush. Let me show you. This is the tag. It's kind of cut off. So just as a disclaimer, I am showing you what I do. This is not by any means I'm saying this is what you should do. This is what I choose to do. Typically, in most cases, you're not supposed to repot an orchid when it's in bloom. This one obviously is in bloom. And when I bring it from the shop or from the nursery or garden center, I like to unpot it because it's in sphagnum moss. Number one, for me, my personal experience, I don't always have the greatest luck with moss. I think I'm just a little heavy-handed when it comes to watering, and I can't see the roots. So as a beginner, I like to be able to kind of sometimes see the roots, meaning I like to take them out, see what shape they're in, cut off any extra that I need to. I have 4 other of these types of orchids in my house where I've done the same thing that I'm doing now, and they've had blooms, and luckily the plants have been fine. The blooms have lost me for a few months. No shock or anything, but I usually put them in an orchid pot. Today I got these 2 items from the Dollar Tree. I wanted to put it in a basket, and I got these filler, the coconut filler I guess it is, and I cut it down to kind of get it in here. So I wanted enough airflow, and I just wanted to put it in a basket. I thought this was free for me, more economical. I spent more money on the orchid. It was $25, which still I don't think is too bad. The plan is to keep it in here, and I'm going to have it inside the house. So it's currently in sphagnum moss, and I use, let me show you what I use. This has been working for me. It's the Guller Orchids Orchid Grow Mix. This one, I did get the fine mix. Reason being, I know that there's extra fine, medium, and large. And in my Phalaenopsis, I like having it in this finer mix. It's not mixed fine like the ones you get for, what is it? This is Cymbidiums. Those I use a finer mix. Let me show you what it looks like. I already have one open here. I'm going to use this first. And I don't know if you could see on camera, but this is what I use. I like how this is cut up. It's small enough, but it's not too small. I don't like something too big when I'm doing my Phalaenopsis, when I'm repotting it. So this is what I'm going to use. That's the basket. And have my pruners. I'm going to clean them in alcohol. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to unpot this to check out the roots off camera. So I will be back. Okay, I am back. I am glad that I did unpot the orchid because it was in this blue pot. There is some holes on the bottom, but no other holes. It was not in a plastic pot inside, so I'm glad I checked it. And the roots seem to be looking pretty decent. I kind of left them a little bit. I didn't really cut a lot of them. They seem to be pretty healthy, so they seem decent, and so far the blooms look pretty decent also. So here I have my pot with the coconut husk, and I did rinse them out. I think I just had to cut one of the roots because it was too long. Okay, so here's what I do. I'm gonna put a little bit of the potting mix, the orchid mix on the bottom. I like to have a base there. Sorry for the background noise. Someone's doing some other gardening, which is fine. Okay, I like to have the base of the orchid kind of flush, kind of with the top of the pot. Okay, let's see, that looks good. Alright, so I try to not make it too packed, but I try to fill in between with the roots so that it gets, the potting mix gets in there. I like having it, the roots to have plenty of air to breathe and room to grow. Let's see, I don't have much of this left over. Sorry about that. I'm just all over the place. So exactly why I said I'm not an expert in this. I'm a beginner, so this is definitely trial and error. Let me open up my other box here, or bag. Give me a second here. Okie dokie. Sorry this is taking so long. Okay, once I have my mix in here, then I will go ahead and put the stake in here to keep it steady and secure. I like to make sure everything's in there. Like I said, make sure there's plenty of air, plenty of movement. Keep everything going, and anything, okay. Just make sure there's no gaps within the roots, so he'll still have a ways to go. So I will be back when I have this staked. Okie dokie, I am back. So like I said, this is the orchid mix I used, and it does say Phalaenopsis, Embiddiums, DNA, and terrestrials. It's fine grade. It's what I like. This is what it looks like. The bark in with an orchid. That's what the size is. I got the basket and the coconut liner from the Dollar Tree. So far, it's the best I could do. It's what I could do. These are the blooms. I think they're beautiful. I love how they came out. So that's how I staked it. So I like it. This is how it looks. This is the what it came in. I don't know why they would do that, but that's it. And again, I know I showed you, but this is what the orchid is. So I look forward to keeping this healthy and alive, and I'll be keeping this inside. So thank you for coming. I do appreciate you watching. Again, like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll keep up my content more frequently. I am still working on it. Thank you for coming.